North Township Board meeting to order. And we will start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, Mr. Novak, please.
Trustee Adrian Santos. Okay, the clerk, Nikki
Here.
and Sue.
Here.
Okay, board member, board president, Lisa Salinas Matanovich.
Here.
Board member Pete Kadick.
Here.
I myself, Novak, is here. Our lawyer, Kevin Smith. Okay, and then, I'm sorry, Sue, you're director of finance. And our buddy there, Steve Dalton's in town.
Here.
And I believe that does it. That is it.
Did you introduce, we have Olivia here from Dial Ride and.
Well, maybe when Adrian gives his report or whatever, you could acknowledge your
For the record, Madam President, we do have our director of Colorado, Olivia. We have Virginia with our East Chicago office manager with the park, and David with the park, and then we have our IT personnel to follow with her, making sure that we all speak into the mic as he tells me.
Very good.
And Liz,
Very good. Thank you. We're going to go to old business. Oh, I have the adoption of minutes. I'm sorry. From 1/6/26 meeting.
Madam Chairman, I move that we, are we loud enough now? I move that we approve the minutes from the Tuesday, January 6, 2026 Township Board meeting.
Do we have a second?
Yes, I will second that motion by Mr. Kadick.
We have a quorum. All in favor?
Aye.
Old business. Is there any old business?
I don't have old business.
Board Member Novak?
The only old business I have is, I just wanted to bring up about that, Girls in Lansing deal. And, that's where they had that box out there, and we're just trying to make sure that we're not caught up in some deal later on down the road. And maybe, our trustee can explain it.
Yeah, we after the suggestion, and thank you, Rich, for letting us know, because we reached out to our attorney, with Kevin, and we got some things put in place. And yes, there was we are at no liability, and I'll let Kevin explain, but we are at no liability for anything out there. So
Good.
It seemed like we took care of the problem.
Great.
Yeah, Trustee Novak, or I'm sorry, Member Novak, I can let you know that what we decided to do was just do an indemnification insurance agreement with them, so that we had them show us a proof of insurance and also sign off on liability. Also, I think that made me feel better when I found out that it's non-perishable items. I think that's a good thing, right? So we're not dealing with perishable items in that. It seems like it does provide for folks that need it. Because, from what I heard from the staff, when they put food in there, it goes away within a day. So that's also good. It's not sitting. So I think we're covered overall, and especially for a nonprofit to have insurance in the first place, which I thought was good. So they seem to have their act together. So I'm satisfied that we've acknowledged what the board's request as. And
Great. Great. Thank you.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I have old business, and I think we all know Veronica Radicki. I was just made aware of this letter that she wrote 11/23/25. I don't know if Nikki made you all copies.
I did.
Okay. And Mr. Novak, if you'd like to read it, or Mr. Kadek, if you'd like to read it, you may.
Or you can read it.
I don't know where it's at.
Why
Well,
don't
she's
you
going to
read
give
it?
it to him.
Oh, I see.
Well, it's pretty long. Okay. First, happy and blessed Thanksgiving. For the third time, I'm writing to you again, expressing my gratitude for some staff and some drivers. I also feel sad for the bad behavior of director and Mr. Ken, who plays the radio very loud, threatening me with taking me back home. Mr. Fontres also plays the radio loud, but at least does not threaten me. I'm a senior, 70 years old, some disability and great hearing loss. As a taxpayer, I feel very badly discriminated and humiliated and rebuked by the director very often. She repeats regularly spiteful and sarcastic phrases, wishing me wonderful days, hanging up on the phone. In addition, she often is untruthful. The week of November 17th was messed up for me. Why is hard to check the recordings. Miss Michelle fixed me one day. She was more professional and kind on Thursday, and this is again in November. I also have a problem with scheduling, so I spoke with Miss Shirley, but in vain. She told me that the drivers were booked up. I was worried for my next appointment, and the next day I was shocked when I saw the driver sitting in the side parking lot for a long time. I missed my appointment. Then later I called to speak with Miss Shirley again, but the director told me that it is gone, that is gone, and she will be in office the next week, and got rid of me.
That's abbreviation.
With untrue statement and with hang up again. I was very dismayed. The next day I saw Miss Shirley driving the bus once more. I was picked up 1 hour late and forced to be on bus for an additional hour and a half waiting. Going back. Why? Seems that the recording, no matter. I understand that this a shared ride and things can happen. But some drivers have too much time on their hands and gossip, and some staff condones it. I often struggle to make a reservation and worry if my pickup will be on schedule the day before. All the ordeal saddened me very much. Who can I trust? Since there is no additional backup, it will be beneficial that the drivers be allowed to drop me by the place that they are passing by, and no be punished. This is too much to ask. On October 20th, driver got ordered to drop me at Jewel when it should have been at Carmelite. So when the staff makes mistakes, it's not a problem. But if I need extra help sometime, then it is a big problem, like crime. Is that hypocrisy? If not for us people, this service would not exist. Thus, I beseech you for help. With great regards. Miss Veronica Frederick. This saddens me because I didn't get this letter till a couple days ago. And again, the date is 11/23/25. She did call, ask me for a ride to dial a ride. Unfortunately, I had to tell her that we do not bring her to the meeting. We could not bring her to the meeting because we only take people to doctor's appointments and shopping stores. She just called me as I was walking into this meeting and expressed to me that she was at the meeting at Wicker Park and she fell. So I just wanted to share this letter with the board and your thoughts, please.
Can I make a comment?
Not yet. Go ahead. Does board members have any comment on this?
Well, I mean, we got the dial right, that lady here, so maybe she can explain to us what's going on and if any of the drivers have had repeated, not sanctions, but, ordeals against them for radio playing, whatever. I'm sure you got some kind of rules and regulations for these guys on the bus. I'm sitting on the board 28 years. We really never had a problem before. I mean, except for this young lady, or I shouldn't say, no, she's younger than me. But anyways, besides her coming forward, I think I only had one other person that ever complained. And she was like 85 years old and she fell on the bus and wanted to sue us. And I said, look, babe, get a taxi or something, Our guys aren't equipped to be carrying people on and carrying them off. So, I mean, I really haven't. But this is something new to me. Probably is to Pete. You've been on a while. So anyways, maybe you can explain to us what's going on or
I would love to. I got no idea. I've never heard that letter.
okay. Well, I'm not saying about the
The
letter. I'm
last
talking
time
about-
I talked to Veronica was December 22nd. Because the only time I take calls is when Michelle is not there from 5:30 to 1:30. If Michelle's not there, Shirley is there from 5:30 to 1:30. I don't take calls anymore. I don't do scheduling. I don't do appointments. That's Michelle and Shirley. And I have no idea what she's talking about saying that Shirley wasn't there. I don't know why she's calling me a liar because that's wrong. I'm sorry. But Veronica wants special treatment that we don't give anybody. And I've never heard anybody complain about the drivers and their radios. And the drivers know to have their radios, at a low where they can hear it. If the passengers complain, they always turn it down. I've never had any driver say I was going to drop her off or I was not going to take her. Veronica puts in a schedule every Monday, and we go over her schedule every Monday when she calls Shirley or Michelle. Well, now it's Michelle because Shirley's driving now. And they go over her schedule once she puts it in. If she changes it and we can't do it, there's nothing we can do. We can't change the schedule on the day. And that's what she wants. And we will not give anyone special treatment. They're all treated the same. That's why, like I said, I have not talked to her since December 22nd. And I've asked Shirley and I've asked Michelle, and they've not had any complaints from her at all. So that's the first I've heard of that, especially to that extent.
Peter, anything?
No, I don't have anything. I was just waiting to hear what the dial ride director said also. That's all.
My thing with Veronica is I've asked at previous meetings how everything was going with her, and I was okay. Everything was okay. This is what I was told, that everything was okay. She hasn't called me recently until she made me aware of this letter that I didn't know. I had no idea that we received this. We would have addressed it as soon as we received it. I don't know. I guess I have a big heart. I feel sorry for this woman. I know she might be a pain in the butt, but she still is a resident of North Township, and I'm going to leave it at that because I don't deal with her on an everyday basis. I don't pick up the phone calls. I don't get the phone calls. So I'm at a loss. I'm sorry, Nikki.
That's okay. So what I wanted to say conversation that you and I, Chairman Salinas Matanovich, had last week was the complaint did get misplaced in my NERC documentations, which I have piles of them. So that is my fault, which I explained last week. Ms. Fedetnik, I did get back to her. I did leave her messages. I did remind her what our policy is. It's strictly medical appointments and grocery stores, or, to get groceries, those type of stores. So that has been the policy ever since I've been here. Before, whatever happened on previous administrations, I understand was expandable, which isn't anymore. But that has been explained to her. It has been explained to her son numerous times. He understands it. He tries to translate it to her. And whatever happens there is personal, which I have nothing to do with. But I just want to, for the record, it all has been explained numerous times to her what the policy is. We already go above and beyond and grandfathered her in, and we take her to the Carmelite home, and she goes to not Carmelite home, I'm sorry, the shrine, Carmelite shrine, and then she walks to her place of employment. We also give her rides to the grocery store, which she crosses state line into Illinois and does her shopping in there. Once she's off our bus, we are not responsible for her at all. So I think we are already overly accommodating for her. We have to stay within the parameters of our rules and our regulations, and that's very important that we do, especially with dial rights, since we are kind of led by NERC and NERC standards as well. So that leaves us in a pickle, and we won't put the township in we won't jeopardize the township when it comes to not following policy.
Thank you.
Madam,
Yes.
And then I add, I know that she said it's over state line. We don't take her over state line.
No.
We leave her right at the end. She then decides to walk into Lansing. As you all very well know, we know Veronica. Veronica's been, to a couple of meetings and made some complaints. Veronica has been somewhat of a problem in other communities with other transits. We also know that she owns a vehicle. And at the last meeting that she was at, she literally drove her vehicle and parked it on the other side of the park. So it would kind of confuse everybody else to see where she came from. But she does own a vehicle. And like most of us here, and Olivia deals with her, and I know Nikki's dealt with her a lot, we try to do as much as we possibly can for Veronica. But it gets to a point where, when you're passing up Strax in East Chicago to try to justify to go to the Strax in Munster, way on the other side, when you live in the city, makes no sense, because that means we're having to not pick up a senior that can possibly be going to dialysis or a doctor's appointment. All the Strax sell the same thing. The newspaper or the sales paper for Strax is the same one for everyone in the Strax in the area. But she wants us to take her to the one in Munster. And why? It's because when she gets off there, she can walk in the state line and go on the other side. We know that, and that's not our gripe. Our gripe is to take her wherever she wants within the township, and that's what we're doing. It's all the other things. For instance, today, I know that she wanted to come to the meeting, and from what I'm hearing now is that she was at the park, and now she's mad that nobody told her. We post these on every one of the doors.
I'm sorry. She's not mad that nobody told her.
Oh, well,
She fell. She got there.
No,
I
no,
mean,
she
got there on her own.
They talked to her, and yes, they talked to her at the park. When you told me that, I had the guys at the park go check it out, make sure she was okay. If she needed an ambulance, that we need to get out there and talk to her. They've talked to her since, and I'm getting some of the text messages in. She's upset. She's saying that nobody told her about the meeting being here, not there. I just want to state for the record, these meetings are publicized. They're put on the doors. They were put on the park door. They're put on all our doors. So I'm not sure what the complaint will be when that comes in, but just so you know, we post these everywhere. We tell everywhere. We post them on our pages. We tell everybody that this is where the first, and you all know that our first two meetings are always here, and they will go back to the park. So we will deal with Veronica. We'll take the complaints as they come in, and Olivia will talk to her, and then we'll try to take care as much as we want. But I want to assure the board members here that we are doing our best with Veronica. As you very well know, that some of you that are being called, that she may call you 4 or 5 times a day. So just take that in and take on what Olivia has to go through, or Michelle, or one of those other ones have to go through. When she's calling you 5 times a day, she's probably calling the office 10. So you gotta, and when you got multiple rides coming in, multiple seniors calling and wanting to get to places, it becomes very chaotic when you're dealing with Veronica. So, and I know there's a small language barrier, as you can see it when she wrote the statement. There's some things that you try to understand, you try to listen. It's extremely hard when you're screaming and yelling and not wanting to pay attention. And in some cases, because I've heard personally her conversations on the other line where she won't even let you get a word.
Also, just so you know, our calls are recorded. So whatever she says, you can go back to the date of the call and listen to what was said because we don't erase them. So she can sit there and say that I lie and I do whatever and go to the recording and you will see that's not true. That's her wanting to get her way.
I just have one question on the dial ride. If somebody signs up for to go see the doctor, whether it's Monday and Friday or Monday, Wednesday, Friday, are they entitled to get that many days in a row? Or are they only limited one day during the week? You know, I don't know. I've never had a complaint on anything. I'm just want to know for my own behalf.
They're allowed one round trip a day. So
But I
if
mean, during the week,
during the week, if you want to go to the grocery store 5 days a week, you can go 5 days a week.
that's all.
That's, you know, you just can't go like 3 times in one day.
I got you.
It's
Thank
every
you.
day, one round trip a day.
Okay, good. Didn't know that.
We're now on new business.
I have one more
sorry.
old business for you. I know a couple of months ago we had some golfers come in, and I wanted to report back to the board that we did have that meeting with the golfers, with the 3 gentlemen, Mr. Markovich, and the guys that came in. I'm glad to report that everything turned out beautiful. We worked with them, they worked with us. They're extremely happy. They're extremely excited to see this season coming upon us, and we're extremely excited to see the season upon us coming, especially with them. But we had a great meeting. Everybody walked away from the table extremely happy.
Great, good to hear.
It's good to hear. Very good. Okay. New business. We have a resolution 2026-01. Take it away.
I don't get to see you guys very often. I accidentally missed in January because I was out of the country, and you got to meet my son. I understood. He's the smart. He's the smarter of the Daltons.
Thank God he looks like his mother.
Yeah, I think that he says that quite often. Actually, you'd notice he had some hair.
Good kid. Yeah, nice.
Before you vote on the resolution, I guess you'd probably like me to explain what it is you're voting on. You have a 58-page annual financial report because we're required by law every year to come to you at the February meeting, present to you what happened last year, the ins, the revenues that were in, and the expenses that went out by fund. There's also a couple other exhibits that are attached to an annual financial report, like the fact that you have no debt. Good news. You have 1 lease for the golf carts. There are some of my entities that's 5 or 6 pages by itself. Bonds and loans and temporary loans, and you have none of those things. You have an increase in your cash balances in nearly every fund. I think the Township fund was the only one that went down just a little bit. We're looking at all those funds, making sure that we're balanced. So when your budget, when we start talking about budget this summer, that's our goal, is to get balanced funds. And you've had a generally increasing cash reserves in each of your funds, including transportation, which a couple of years ago was a much bigger concern because we were struggling to get the grants and struggling to get enough revenue to offset the expenses. That's even in balance. We can go into the detail because you have 58 pages literally of every single vendor and every single employee that got a check. So you could pick on any specific line you want to, or you can approve the resolution. It's up to you. Got it.
Thank you, Mr. Gold. I did have a chance to go over the annual financial report. Did Member Novak, Member
Yes, I did, and I didn't see anything out of the line.
Right.
Same with me.
So then we are calling for a motion.
Do we have to read the resolution?
If you'd like to, Secretary.
All right, well, apparently this is it here, isn't it?
The whole kit and caboodle.
Okay, resolution 2026-01. I, Adrian Santos, trustee of North Township, Lake County, Indiana, do solemnly affirm under the penalty of perjury that the preceding report is complete, true, and correct, that the sum with which I am charged in this report are all of the sums received by me, and that the various items or expenditures credited have been fully paid in all the sums stated, that such payments were made without express or implied agreement, that any portion thereof shall be retained by or repaid to me or to any other person. I further affirm that a complete and detailed annual report together with all the accompanying vouchers showing the names of persons have been paid money by the township have been filed and required by law in the office of the county auditor, and that copies of such annual report are in custody of the township board and the state board of accounts. Said report is subject to be inspection by any taxpayer of the township. Adrian Santos, trustee, and I believe that would be today.
Yes.
Date of the report was published February 10th, 2026. I'll make a motion to accept resolution 2026-1.
I second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay, also, we are, where are we now? 5B.
5B.
Is there any other new business?
I don't have anything at this time.
I don't have anything either at this time.
Well, I have one more. I don't know why I get all the phone calls, but I do. The board needs some clarification regarding a matter because I don't know. Does the township pay for a vehicle for your use, Mr. Santos?
Yes, it is. The same vehicle and the same thing that every trustee hired. I mean,
Okay. If so, do you keep a log on? It is required by State Board of Accounts to keep a log. Also, the board would like to request a copy of the all the employee trustee records for all in-state and out-of-state travel from 21 to 25, travel and mileage.
I'm just curious, what state board of accounts requires a log? What state board of accounts requirement requires a log?
They require a law that the
A
trustee.
law or a log?
A law. I think,
Law.
yes.
A log?
That if the trustee has a leased vehicle,
I mean, a log or a law?
a log,
Log, okay?
that
Log.
the trustee has to keep a log.
A state board of accounts rule. Do you have the
Yes.
citation for that rule?
I don't have it with me, but I can bring it. You can look it up, I'm sure, Mr. Smith.
I will.
Okay.
And what's the other request?
The records for all in-state and out-of-state travel for 2021 to 2025, travel and mileage, please. See, I've never known that we had a leased vehicle. I don't know where it's under. It hasn't been, I've never seen it on any of this paperwork.
it's not leased. It's own. We own the vehicle.
We own the vehicle.
Yes.
Oh,
That's why it wouldn't be on the paperwork.
Oh, I did not know that. Okay. Did you know that, Mr. Novak?
No, I thought we were
Did you know
leased.
that, Mr.
I know it started out with a lease at one. It used to be a lease with Mervan in there.
Correct.
No, it was
No,
no. It's never
no.
been a
I,
lease.
I thought he told me because we put all them signs on the buses that he's getting a lease car for free or something.
Well, there was no money that we had to put. It was,
We gave him,
we.
allowed him to put
Yeah, they were
the
advertising.
public, yes.
Yeah, they were advertising the car dealership in lieu of payments. So there was no cash.
Oh, okay. I always thought he told me anyways that, we
Well,
put
that's what he
the
told me.
names on the buses and they give us a free car or whatever. I don't know.
Also, one more thing. Is the budget posted online?
Yes.
It is
On Gateway.
Gateway.
on Gateway.
I can send you the link.
Please do. Yes, please do. Okay. And that's it for me. Oh, did you also have these, Nikki? The report that Rich asked for, the
What's that?
productivity report on the dial-a-ride buses.
I gave it to them all last month, but I have copies here.
That's what you gave me.
The-
I didn't remember seeing that.
If he doesn't have it, we'll make sure he gets it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the only thing, last month, or no, prior to December's meeting, we asked about how many people we helped, where we helped them, and all this. This way, when we go out there, people start asking, you know, how many people did you bury last year? I mean, we got to have records of this stuff. Or maybe even Mr. Dalton might have it, but to whatever budget that's coming out of, you know, how many people that we help with electricity, how many people we help with,
If you flip to the very last page of the annual report, there's a report called the TA7, which is what we're required. It may not be as much detail as you wanted, Rich, but it's kind of what we're required to give the state in terms of how many people got assistance and how much money was spent on township assistance. If you wanted to drill down deeper, the township could provide it as long as they redact names, because I don't know if we're allowed to give out the names of people who got them.
oh, no, I don't want the names. I just want to know, hey,
Where's that?
Adrian attended a thing, a rally with me. I got people calling me up, telling me they can't put up a sign for me now because they work for NIPSCO.
Oh, see that?
They got me on the photo out
Mine
there.
doesn't have it.
Believe me, I got these calls yesterday. I was like, whoa. But anyways, we're trying to talk to people. Adrian was out there giving them advice what he could do at the office. I was doing my best. I was out there, but you know, I just want to know that because it helps me to get out there and talk. Oh, beautiful.
Just make sure that's in there.
Okay.
Just for the record, that information was in that packet that I gave you guys, provided
I'm gonna
to you
look. I got
last
the
month.
packet on my
Yeah.
kitchen table, so I'm
If
gonna
you
check
need
it
deeper
out.
detail than that, then the township can pull it. It's just what to take names.
Yeah, I don't want anybody's names. I just
No, we
want
don't need anybody's names. Those are my
What-
papers that I gave you.
what-
The two that I gave you.
this.
No, that one.
Huh?
That I just handed you. Nikki has them for you. In the package.
This.
No, the two. Right there.
Rich, those.
There and the other one underneath.
No, this one's mine. I
Right.
know that. So Nikki's got a copy of that for me.
There's two papers.
There's two papers. They're the same?
No.
Well, I don't have a copy of that.
I'll give it to you. I got to take your. she's got
Okay.
it.
Okay, that concludes.
Yeah,
Let's see, public, we're down to public comment. Is there anybody here from the public? Okay. Is there anyone here from the public? Is there anyone here from the public? Okay,
make a motion to adjourn,
Second.
Ms. Chairman.
thank you. Sorry, I'm too much. Did you say no?
I said second.
Then we have.
Well, you're
more-
quiet today, Pete. You all right? You feeling
Yeah,
okay?
I
Meeting
second the
adjourned.
motion to adjourn.
Thank you.